essentially what I what I began to see both through the for-profit and the not-for-profit world, and my time in both of these fields, and my time as a leader, having made certain mistakes, but then also having learned from it, seeing how my inner world um, reflects in so many things in the work, right? In the team and in the culture that gets formed, and how things are done, in how safe
Yeah.
people feel, so on and so forth. Um, I began to get really, really committed to this idea of leaders finding a space for pause, where
Mm.
they can connect with the essence of both who they are, but also why they are doing what they're doing. Um,
Beautiful.
you know, and um, and the hope is to create spaces where the pressures of the system can be at least temporarily unburdened, and where you can show up as individuals, where you can have space and community to talk about those tensions that you
Mhm.
um, in operating in a system that demands constant growth, that demands constant running, that demands certain kinds of outcomes. Uh,
Mhm.
but then also connecting to your inner wisdom and knowing that true growth, organic growth in nature, uh,
Mhm.
it has its own wisdom. It takes time. It requires a lot of surrender and trust, um, and relationality, like you said.
Mm.
I loved what you said about tuning into our own intuition and also creating room for others to tune into their intuition. I think it's exactly how I would describe that process, right? Uh,
Mm.
and really kind of coming together and holding questions together and seeing what
Yeah.
emerges, right?
Yeah.
Um, and and so the intention is to create spaces where leaders can come together and do that, and
Brilliant.
then hopefully also do little experiments that allow them to use nature's wisdom, nature's analogy, to
Amazing.
to to then bring a different way of being into the world.
Mm.
I think leadership by itself is such a loaded term, uh,
Yeah.
right?